Hey everybody, this is the Fine Profile 3 microphone, and I've got it wired directly to the camera. You probably realize that a USB microphone is not designed to work with a standard camera. These devices are really not compatible, but obviously it can be done, so I'll tell you how I'm doing it. It's really quite simple. The problem is that this is USB output. It's a digital audio signal. The camera, on the other hand, is expecting an analog signal at mic level on a 3.5 millimeter or 1/8 inch audio input jack. And so those signals are very different. So it's not just a matter of getting a cable with the right connectors on it. Now, of course, the camera does have a USB port on it, but the USB port on the camera is not designed to support USB audio devices. I can't just plug the microphone directly into the camera and have success. And now, if you have a camera that supports USB audio devices, let me know, because I don't know of any that support that. But it seems like it would be a good feature for camera manufacturers to add. So it's not just simply a matter of getting the right cable with the proper connectors on it, because the signals are very different. We could explore the idea of building a cable that has an audio interface built into it that translates those signals. And there actually are some cables like that, but those cables rely upon power from the USB device to actuate the cable and make those electronics work. Unfortunately, USB microphone doesn't provide any power. In fact, the USB microphone requires some power to operate. So that cable wouldn't work in this situation. And we can't rely upon the camera to provide us power, because it doesn't provide power on the audio input jack that could power up the microphone or an interface cable like that. Technically, some cameras do provide what's called plug-in power on the audio interface jack. But that plug-in power is just a tiny trickle of energy that's used to actuate a condenser microphone, not the kind of power source that can power a USB microphone or other complicated electronics. So going from the USB jack to the camera, that's just probably not going to happen. But fortunately, many USB microphones do offer an analog output, which is the earbuds output or the headphone output on the microphone. And so what we need to make sure of is our microphone always provides audio signal to the headphones, the earbuds, when the microphone is powered up, without relying upon the computer or the smartphone to send a signal back to the earbuds. So it needs to be able to monitor internally by itself. Now, most microphones, I believe, do this. This Profile 3 certainly does. So first we need to check that out with our USB microphone by plugging the USB microphone directly into a smartphone just to power up the mic, and then plug in a pair of earbuds into the audio output jack of the microphone. And when you speak into the microphone, can you hear yourself in the earbuds? And if you can, we should be in good shape to make this work. All we need to do at that point is run a cable from the earbud output of the USB microphone over to the camera's input jack, and that will provide a clean analog audio signal to your camera that it can use. So to do that, we just need a long cable that has a 3.5 millimeter plug on each end of it. I'll put a link down below to an example of a cable that would work for that. And you want a cable that's 6 feet or 10 feet long so you can get back from the camera and put the microphone where you want it to be. Now, something to consider is that the output level of the microphone is probably going to be significantly higher than what the camera is expecting for a microphone input. Camera's expecting a microphone input that's a very low-level signal. The headphone output of the USB microphone is a pretty strong signal. To accommodate that, you're going to want to go into your camera's menus under sound settings. And if you have a choice between line input or mic input, set that to line. If you have a selection for microphone attenuator, probably want to turn that on. if you have a choice for microphone input level 0 through 10 or 0 through 100, we want to put that on the lower end of the scale, like in the bottom 10%. So if it's 0 to 10, set it between 1, 2, something like that. And then on the microphone side, for the audio output level, we're going to want to turn that pretty far down as well. And then try doing a sample recording and watch the meters in your camera to set those volume controls so you get a strong enough audio input without overloading the camera. And since we'll have the USB microphone being powered by a smartphone, you might as well go to your smartphone and turn on the voice recorder app and record on the smartphone while you're also recording on the video camera. That way, you have a backup recording. Or maybe more correctly, you've got a nice clean recording on your smartphone. So if there's any dissatisfaction with the audio track that you get off of your camera, if it distorts or it's noisy, you can always use the recording that you made on the smartphone. So you can pull in the smartphone recording into your editor, sync it up in time with the audio track off of your camera, and get nice, clean, clear audio, digital audio, from your USB microphone. So I hope that was a helpful tip for you if you're interested in doing this sort of thing. If you're going to use an external mic with your video camera on a regular basis, well, it might make more sense just to get a microphone that was designed for that purpose. It would be simpler. But this obviously can be done, and that's how I do it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it was useful. If you enjoyed the video and you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. If you enjoy these sorts of tips, consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon.